Hey, who's there, huh? Who's there, huh? Who's this guy, huh? Who's this guy? Joya? I like this guy. He's a good guy. He's all right. Gio's all right. It's what it is, man. It's what it is. Nobody cares. Hey, Chewy. Ah, ah. You flexing? Are you flexing on these people? Are you flexing? Are you flexing? Are you flexing? You're gonna flex on Richie? You're small, Gio. Take it from the arm. You're small, Gio. Gio, wait till I come to New York City, Gio, and I flex on you. I flex. I flex. Gio, you got nothing, Gio. Wait till you see how little you're gonna look. You're a little man. I'm gonna pick you up on the live. I'm gonna pick you up like a bitch. Gonna pick you up like a bitch. I can't stress it enough. I can't stress enough. Gio, wait. There's more. When I see you, I'm gonna pick you up like a bitch. For a moment in your life, gravity's not gonna apply. And then you're gonna be smoking that shit. Are we lounging? Are we lounging? Are we lounging? Shit, Gio. Here's what it is. Is what it is. Is what it is. Tonight's cigars were provided by Max and also by Goody. This one here is the Oliva Milano V Classic. And this was a 5-pack. Um, Joya the Antano. I'm going to smoke this one first because I never had this in this size. And this cigar is Milano, something I could just relax with. I've had it more than 100 times, less than 1,000. This is just one of the easiest cigars, high class, very reasonable price. If you're looking for great luxury cigars, the Milano V Maduro, um, in any size, you're going to have a good time. But I prefer Robustos, but what a great time these cigars are, and very affordable. They're probably one of the most affordable, higher end luxury cigars. If we're talking about, stuff that's readily available, readily available, i.e., Padrones, etc. Um, the Milano lineup are great cigars. The Maduros I prefer, but the regular ones are still fantastic. And those are the ones I've had more as well. Here's what it is. No, I didn't get a haircut. Oh, if you're here, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, right? I am a white man with a red face and a tremendous skull. I can't stress it enough. It's kind of a presence. It's kind of people are like, "Are you okay?" See, this is a normal day for me. It is what it is. Like, stop being racist. This is the way God made me. I can't change. I accept what God gave me. I want to thank God for this beautiful red face, this beautiful hair. It is what it is. I can't stress it enough. He gave me big balls too. It's a heavy burden, but someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it. And Gio, I'm calling you out, Gio. Gio, August 18th. August 18th, Gio. Friday night. Friday night on the live. I'm gonna pick you up like a little bitch, Gio. This SummerSlam, I promise you, Gio. I promise the viewers here on pay-per-view, it's gonna be the greatest night of the Cigar Lounge ever. When I see you, brother in Queens, let me tell you something, brother. You better say your prayers and eat your vitamins. And eat your prunes. Maybe don't eat your prunes. We don't want to make a mess everywhere, do we now? Yeah. Is what it is. Is what it is. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Joey so he's having strawberries nights. I said, here's what it is. Here's what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it. No, I think the long hair was just giving my red face some shade. Is what it is. What's done? What's that? What's that? What's that? You're small, Gio. You're small, Gio. Is what it is. Hey, look at this classy son of a bitch. How you doing, brother?
Good. How are you doing?
Hey, you fresh?
I'm very fresh.
Good.
Well, I was fresh. I was fresh at 7:30 or whatever. But now it's like, how long do you get for being fresh?
No, hold on. It's 2 showers a day. Generally, split them up. But there's the difference between being fresh for the world
Yeah.
and then fresh for being with a woman. Is this difference? If you wake
I
up in the
wasn't. I
morning.
wasn't saying that about you, Richie. I feel like that would be coming on a little offensive,
No, but
man. I'm
you
not trying to.
asked me what's the rules for freshness. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
Yeah. Go ahead.
there's 2 rules. So why don't you shut your fucking mouth and I'll explain it to you, okay?
That's
Here's
a
the
good
thing.
point. All right. Please
Good
continue.
point, right? Okay. So here's the thing. For a regular day, you wake up at some point after waking up. Before you leave the house, you get fresh. If
Yeah.
you have to go to work or the whole half the day went by, you come home, you get fresh again. Those are the rules, and you'll be fine. But at any point, if you're going to be making love with a woman, and let's say you showered at 7 in the morning, and you meet a girl at lunchtime, and she's like, "Oh, we should hang out. I get off at 5." And then you pick her up, and then you go to the movies with her, or maybe a bar, and then she takes you back to your place at 8 o'clock at night. You haven't showered in like 14 hours. That's not fresh. You see what I'm saying? No, you only get 2 hours after a shower to be still considered fresh to make love.
Gotcha.
I'm not saying if you go to work after 2 hours, you got to shower, you got to work. But I'm saying making love is different because you're taking your clothes off and you're doing the carnal nature of body on body. And that's different. Just, you get what I'm saying? Though? So 2 showers a day is for general life, but the timing of it's like this, bro. When they say, "Oh, wash your hands before you eat," right? You can say, "What? I washed my hands an hour ago." Yeah, but now you're gonna eat. You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying? No. So if you wash your hands before you eat, you gotta wash your body before the meat.
Amen.
I got nothing left. Play the music.
So how long can you be fresh just on your personal
Oh,
time?
you got the same cigar. I have that one. I could have pulled that one out.
I know. We didn't coordinate, man. I texted you.
No, but I told you I was having this. But okay, I didn't realize I could have the
I
same one as you.
I don't have the Corona. I don't have the
Okay,
Corona.
but I already had the Corona out, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to go to that one. So it is
That's
what it
fine.
is.
It
So
is
what we'll
what it
do
is.
is we'll compare and contrast how the size changes.
Right. I'm gonna be pulling notes like plum, and you're just gonna be like, "It changes a lot, dude."
I gotta admit, man, it's a really reddish looking wrapper on this.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's actually rather dark, rather splotchy. Okay, what's the foot smell? And I'll tell you mine. 'Cause my foot smell is strong and pungent. The
I
foot
already I
smell.
already started toasting mine, but it
Oh,
was it was very pungent because I take forever to light, so I figured I gotta get a head start. But yeah, very pungent, strong,
dude, it almost smells like artificial char, like if you were at salt
interesting.
and briny and like charring of like a barbecue. Like I mean,
Hmm.
really not like a high end, but like I mean, like if you were like at a real southern mesquite
Yeah,
barbecue,
yeah.
like I mean, too much seasoning. Oh,
There's almost a bite to it like pine. Not pine specifically, like it doesn't smell like pine, but the way that pine sort of has a bite to it. Wow, this wrapper is just exploding on me. That's crazy. Look at that right there. Yeah, the wind picked up, so now it's really tough to light this thing.
did you get to dry box it at all or no?
I left it out once you let me know what you were smoking, so I left it out about an hour.
Okay, well, it's something better than nothing, but
Yeah, yeah. And it's quite hot today, so hopefully that did something. This is just not. This is doing nothing. I don't know.
the foot smell of this was pungent, man.
Yeah, same.
Like
I'm
picture,
really looking forward to it. I think it got a good smell.
it was memorable, like a Fuente Opus X, but not beautiful at all. It was more like
Hmm.
it smelled like if like a deli, like Italian meats pork store caught on fire. You're like, oh my goodness, like that was.
Yeah,
But I don't remember
it's
these cigars being strong, so I don't remember them being weak either. So let me
these
get.
are these are supposed to be strong. I believe the intention was for these to be strong. This is a Nicaraguan Puro, which I think started the craze for strong cigars. I don't know. Dr. Joe did a good history
Yes,
of
but
the
here's the
cigar.
thing about that, and I agree with you on that. But here's the thing about that: it's like drugs. What like in the '60s was pot, right? And then people escalate. So what was considered strong, let's say 30 years
Hmm.
ago, right, has changed because then after this, years later, this was considered strong for Nicaragua. You have Padrones, that's considered strong, and then you had
Hmm.
AJ out. He's like, and then so what's the next level of strong cigars? I don't know. Or are we going to come full circle and people are going to calm down a little bit? You know, that could happen too. I think a lot of people
Yeah,
are enjoying cigars of great flavor too. That
yeah.
just
I'm definitely ready to calm down on sticks. I don't need so much power. But this one is supposed to be. This is a Nicaraguan Puro. It's supposed to be basically full, I believe, and the wrapper's Criollo, and the rest is
tell you
just
what,
listed as Nicaraguan.
it's got great flavor to it. It's got great character to it. It is a little odd, and when I say odd compared to, it doesn't feel like a lot of other cigars. So when this cigar came out, and I don't know the year,
Check out
um,
the look how little I took off that, but I still got a draw on it. Do you see that?
you don't want to take more.
Well, we'll see. If it doesn't draw, I'll take more. Anyway, sorry, continue. I
Yeah,
just wanted to show you before I
you
put it in my
got some
mouth.
more. Like, see, is it drawing? I don't see enough cherry, man. You got it. Let me see. Now you're getting some smoke, but is
Wow.
is it coming through?
Wow. Tastes almost like pine and waffles. Wow. That's tasty.
I'm having a good experience on this. I have nothing bad to say about it. I feel like it's heavier on flavor than strength. Like right now, my medium plus, which is surprising. I really thought for this small size, it was going to be stronger. It's
Yeah.
medium plus right now, but it's heavy flavor, but not super strong. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
So, but the notes are unique. Um, it's salty. It's smoky. It it's like the opposite of what Fuente tries to do, though, which I respect. They're not trying to copy them or vice versa. Like I would say this feels more rugged than like a higher end Fuente. It's a different kind of profile. You know what I'm saying, though?
I find the retrohale totally smooth and extremely syrupy. Like an intense like maple syrup and pine flavor and char, like you said. Really interesting. Mine because it's larger is only like about a medium, mild medium. But wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, tons of charred wood. Very salty, very briny. There's a minor syrupy sweetness on mine, but not major. So I wonder if the bigger ones could be sweeter, vice versa. But here's the thing: what else it has? What I always get on a lot of old school Joyas, it's an odd, vague spice. I can't play. There's something. I know what I explained so far. You seem like tons of different kinds of flavor.
Yeah.
There's an oddity to Joya that I don't get from a lot of the brands that you're like, what the hell is that? and it's almost like more of a feeling than a flavor. Like so, it has a vibe to it that is unique to the brand because they know what they're doing, and apparently they've been doing it for a long time. Someone's smoking this shit. The Joya is a popular cigar. It doesn't get as much buzz as the Oliva V, or then even higher the Padron. But I don't know why the Joyas don't get any love. Like, I mean, that, for my opinion, they don't deserve any disrespect. What do you think about that?
Yeah, my favorite. I think Joya might be, if not my favorite, one of my favorites. So I have a really different experience. Like I realize it doesn't get the hype, but for me, it's a real winner. Yeah, I love Hoya.
Mm.
Um, that's a really interesting cigar right off the bat. It's almost like it almost reminds me of like a soap or something. Like it feels almost like infused with like pine and syrup and like it's very thick. Like
You
the
mean like in a natural rustic sense? Like,
yeah, it's like there's a lot of wood, but like hard to define wood. It's interesting.
well, that's that foot smell off of the off that foot smell was just as strong as when I smell like a high end Fuente, but it was in the opposite direction of like the most charred barbecue smell. Like if I was smelling like a bottle of like a really mesquite strong bottle of like a barbecue sauce, like if it was aged in like a cedar box, so that might turn some people off. It almost reminded me of those Kentucky cured fried cigars, whatever that I didn't like. But it totally doesn't feel like that as far as smoky, as far as the foot smell, you know. Um,
Dude, reminds me of almost like a cured salmon. Like it's crazy, dude. It's like a pine cone mixed with a cured salmon. Like it's really like
all these things are like it's a natural smoked, but very heavy, pungent smells. You know what I'm saying? Though, so in a rustic sense, it is a beautiful cigar. If you really want, so, they do call this cigar the most Nicaraguan cigar. Now that's what they say. Now you got to say they've been doing Nicaraguan cigars the longest, right? Joya de Nicaragua since the 1960s, right? So I mean, they got to be doing something right. Now the thing is, things change over time, just like Fuente changed with Dominican cigars, especially at Opus in the 90s. What is Dominican, you know? And then even Davidoff changed was Dominican because they were Cuban. So I wonder if this is a homage to how Nicaraguan cigars were back in the 60s and 70s, you know? Because this picture of the 70s, I'm not sure when the Antano come out, but this would be considered more higher end than a classic Padron 1000 series because the 1000 is definitely more edgy and dirty than this. I feel this is definitely better than the 1000 series and more smoother, but it's probably just sub around a Padron 64. Like I would still consider the Padron 64 a better cigar, and the Padron 64 is simpler but more bold black pepper, earth, and coffee and chocolate as if it's even smoking the Maduro. But um, but this is rather smooth though. I have nothing bad to say about the cigar. I think it's very enjoyable if you just zone into it. It's just weird where Joya stands in the cigar community as far as even in people's minds. Like if you told me if I asked you what's a good Nicaraguan brand, you probably would say Padron, Oliva, maybe Drew Estate because of the Liga provided number nines, not the other ones. But most people just say Liga. No one says Drew Estate. They just say Liga or Underground. Maybe you could say Steve Saka, but that's a small one as far as Dunbarton. So even in my own self, I have to reflect. I've had a few times with good joyas, but I don't really come back to them, and it's not because I don't like them. That's a weird part. If I didn't come back to them because I hated them, that'd be understandable, right? So, what makes a cigar kind of be big and people buy it, but also fly under the radar? What do you think? How's that happen?
I'm not sure because I definitely come back to Hoyas. And like I said, it's like a
Yeah,
top five for me
you're an
easily.
oddity. You're an oddity. That's why I like having you on the show because
Yeah.
you the way you think and the way you store your cigars and furniture. I mean, you're a different kind of guy. You know, you're a different kind of guy, and I respect that. You know,
I think in terms of how does this fall? Well, first of all, I can definitely see this flying under the radar. This cigar is strange. This is one of the most different cigars I've ever smoked. I mean, it's like smoking a smoked salmon or something. It's like really weird. Um, I'm just like I feel like I'm in a pine box. Like I don't know. This is crazy. So, and it's like syrup. Like the smoke is like syrup, tastes like syrup, feels like syrup. Um, so how does this fly under the radar? I think this one specifically, you probably need to have a specific taste for. Maybe not. Maybe it's just this Vitola. One sec.
Well, no, dude, it's not like it's that far off the kind of feeling and smoke I'm getting. Um, it is a little syrupy, but I'm getting more of the charred wood and the charred salt. My black
Yeah,
pepper spice is not major, and I really would have thought the small one would have had more spice.
I'm definitely getting the charred wood and the charred salt for sure. But yeah, how does Hoya go under the radar?
This cigar is layered. Like every time I think, what the hell am I getting? I'm like, oh, what's that? It's unique. It's also a little bizarre. So maybe that's a good or a bad thing. I think if you are feeling experimental compared to what you're normally doing with Nicaraguan cigars, this one's been around so long, and you come back to it. Um, also though, watch out if you go to a lounge. If it's too wet, um, you know, moisture affects any cigar. Doesn't help it out if it's too wet. But I gotta say, I've had Antonios before, but I would generally I buy one and just smoke it right from the lounge. These ones I've had, and I took them out of cellophane. I had that pungent charred smell like a mesquite barbecue, and I've never really got that much from ones in the store. I think if these things were really wet, it would really have changed the blend. What do you think?
Um, I mean, mine's definitely on the wetter side, but I guess I've been storing it for a really long time at 65. I think, yeah, I think if you suffocated this blend too much, made it too wet, I think you'd lose some of the bizarre nuance to it. It's
Yeah,
almost like a surreal cigar, like if Dali made a cigar.
it doesn't make any
Um,
sense. You know me how I categorize cigars and wheelhouses. This
yeah,
one's not a wheelhouse. Like this, okay, traditional Maduro Nicaraguan cigars, whether it's Mexican San Andreas or Connecticut broadleaf or whatever, they're generally chocolate, lots of earth black
right.
pepper, and maybe dark coffee, and there you go. But pungent and bold. This is odd, complex, layered, and the notes you're getting are like, what the hell is
Yeah.
this? So if you're in that mood to be like to have something intriguing, yeah, kind of like, know what it reminds me of exactly the concept? That Scotch Lago. No, what's that weird Scotch? Lefroy. Lefroy is like the most odd Scotch. If you like Lefroy, you need to have some Lefroy now. Lefroy on their commercials, like, what are you getting? They're like, oh, something sour. Also, the other person's like, it smells like old gym sneakers. Like they purposely in the commercial, they would uh, how do you say talk about how odd their Scotch was, and they didn't want to go to anything else. And I'll tell you what, the first time I had Lefroy, it is, but if you learn to appreciate that, it's almost like they give you something no one else gives. And I've had barbecue sauce made with Lefroy at a high end English restaurant, and it was odd, but you learn to love it. It's really unique. What's wrong with the audio? Hold on a second.
I can hear you okay.
What do you want to tell you, man?
Gio, can you describe the audio?
But dude, let me.
I can't hear you now. Now you're frozen.
I don't control YouTube though. If YouTube's a problem, what do you want me to tell you? Call YouTube. Call YouTube. Guys, what do you want to ruin my fucking mood? It's not my fault. I can't change it, and now you fucking piss me off. What do you want me
Here,
to do?
hold on, hold on,
Oh, hold on,
hold
hold
on.
on. I'm gonna start doing sign language. Okay, here.
Can you hear better now?
I
GOJ,
don't.
let me know if this is better.
Is that better? Is that better? You want some pizza? I don't know if I have enough watermelon,
This is easily one of the weirdest cigars I've ever smoked.
but it's not bad though.
Yeah, it's not bad. But you're right. Like, how do you place this? It almost tastes like a cigar from a parallel universe.
Yeah, it's almost like though they made something and they're like, "What the hell are you doing?" You're like, "I guess maybe we're off." You know what I'm saying? No.
Did that fix the audio? Jason, did that fix the audio?
It sounds fine for me, bro. Let me tell you something. I think watermelon might be the best fruit to have with cigars
I think that tracks. It's a lot of water. Sounds good.
because it totally hydrates the palate. I don't even need to bring a glass of water.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. Um, I think in terms of Hoya generally flying under the radar, I think they're not trying to do what everybody else is trying to do. A lot of cigars that get a lot of hype have chocolate notes, for instance. And Hoya doesn't really never tasted a chocolate note from Hoya. Actually, no, that's not quite true. But I don't feel like they lean into it in the same way, at least in my experience.
Yeah, dude. This wheelhouse is fucked. Like it's not even. And I don't mean a bad way. I'm just saying like it's just not. Well, we can say it's not traditional, but this has been around forever.
Right.
So maybe what they, if they were replacing Cuban cigars and they were the first brand to replace Cuban cigars in America, being the White House, um, it is what it is. Maybe they were going after what the president liked to smoke in the White House. Maybe a specific cigar. You know what I'm saying though? And they're like, hey, there you go. I don't know.
I got I got no explanation for this. I'm actually pretty dumbfounded. Um, but again, I guess Hoya really makes Hoya cigars, and like I guess you know, mm, review be damned.
Right there, right there, right there. Picked up medium full. Right there. 1 inch in, and where it's now at medium full, it's the same notes, but just pushing it harder. It's taxing on the mind because you know what? I'm just gonna not try to figure it out. I'm just gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
Uh, if you like Lefroy Scotch would go amazing with this.
No, this is the first cigar of the day, Gio. Only thing I've smoked today.
First off, I want to thank you for coming on because that was clutch. I'd like to have you on at least once a week. I like I like to space it around and because each episode gives different vibes. You know what I'm saying? Though each person challenges Richie's mind differently. That makes any sense?
Yeah, that makes sense for sure.
I'm kind of sitting here like Professor X, and I'm trying to like harness all the different characters of the show, and the person makes me uh, more proficient or more, I guess, interested in the channel in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Though,
Yeah, you got to think.
If I just had Gio on every night, it would just be excuses how he's got to go clap cheeks and 451 and and these smoke your best shit and
Yeah. Thank goodness we don't live in that world, dude.
um,
I gotta say, I'm tremendously confused by this cigar. I'm like, really?
I don't think they cared what we thought when they made this.
No.
They're like, hey, it is what it is. And you're like, okay, because this was made. This brand is going by before like the internet or like like, it is what it is. Like
I don't even really get earth off it. Let me see. Now
Dream Life, Dream Life. Who's Gita? He meant Geo, but he said Gita, Gita. Hey, is that you Gita?
I'm getting black licorice off of it now. That's the thing. I'm getting like all these like really
I'm gonna tell you this right now. You could say any flavor right now, and I actually would believe you. Like you could pass because this is an odd cigar, and I've said it before. When this cigar is unique, but it's even more unique, I think, because now it's not wet. Having these dried out.
the more I smoke it, the more I like it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's definitely something. And the other thing about it is the retrohale's completely smooth, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's well made.
Yeah.
It's it doesn't. Um, it doesn't taste harsh or anything. It's just really odd. Oh, Gio's good. Gio's gonna go get fresh. I feel bad. What's his name? Dream Life was saying he was having trouble with your audio was just completely fucked. We can't control that. You log out, log back in.
Yeah, I tried taking the headphones out. Maybe that'll help. So
Oh,
let me know if that still didn't fix it.
yeah, it is. It is what it is. No, my the smallest one. This is the smallest one. Somebody give me a size. Look at this. This thing is tiny. It's maybe 44. This might be 44. This might be a 4 by 44, maybe a little bigger.
That's a good size.
All right, but here's the thing. Somebody look up the 5 pack. It's a 5 pack. Look up the 5 different sizes, and then you can tell me what it is.
And I'm getting like popcorn and pine, dude. Like every flavor I'm getting off this, I'm not expecting.
Well, I'm interested in trying it in all 5 different sizes, and they're odd sizes, you know.
That's true too. Um,
Yeah, but holding the smoke, it's not hitting me like traditional Nicaraguan cigars do with that raw power
no,
and raw black pepper and raw earth, which I enjoy. Uh, it's not like that. And then when I let it go, here's the thing. Here's the crazy thing. When I let it go, then the finish changes back to that weird charts or fit. It's like so. It's even transitioning from puffing, holding, and releasing. It changes, and I'm like, what the hell? This is. It's like a mystical, bizarre charred wood, smoked meat, briny, salty, syrupy. Who knows? Middle of the forest. I don't know. I mean, wherever you puff this up, it's you know, it's kind of like a movie by what's his name? The guy that did Pulp Fiction.
oh, Tarantino.
Yeah, where it's like a 10 little stories
Hmm.
combined in a no particular order. Uh, it's fractured. It's all over the place. But
But it's cohesive at the same time.
yeah, it's like, no, they did it on purpose.
Yeah.
So if you want something different, look, if you want a really sweet, happy cigar or a really classic, strong, pungent, simple Nicaraguan cigar, no. Yeah, I have to recommend why not to smoke it too, because then it gets in people's mind. I have to give warnings. You know what I'm saying though?
I think if you want a cigar that you've smoked before, don't smoke this cigar.
Yeah. The dark Corojo would be better. Did you ever have the dark Corojo they made?
I had it, but it was too wet. I had to put it out, so I didn't get a good read on it.
That's a great cigar. That's a shame you had dark Corojo. I mean, it didn't work out. Yeah.
I had like 10 more. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll smoke it again. This is.
Yeah. I think I've had the Antonio Connecticut before. And it wasn't bad. Like, if you like Connecticut's, you like that cigar. They told listen,
People,
Joya doesn't make any bad cigars. It's just a matter of enjoying them, see if you like them. And
dude.
I think they're off the beaten path enough for Nicaraguan cigars, maybe cigars in general, and they're affordable. They're not crushing the price point. Even in some ways, maybe a better price point than Oliva. So, because they've been doing it for a long time.
I'm getting the finish black licorice, like strong salted black licorice, like European, into charred salt into charred wood. I don't even know what that means.
What the hell? You're not even going to believe me when I release that puff of smoke. What the hell I just got?
What'd you get?
Cotton candy. This fucking cigar is crazy.
Believe it.
It's
I
a
believe it.
and then, by the way, this thing is nuts. This cigar. Okay, look. If you want like a what's the word? Schizophrenic, all over the place, but he's a genius. But it's like, you know, if you want something like that, it's a fun cigar. You know what I'm saying? No?
I can almost see.
If you don't want to know what is, if you don't want to know what is have this cigar. If you want solidarity, like I want intense earth, milk chocolate, and tons of black pepper, fresh black pepper. Like that's not that.
I can almost see where you're coming from with cotton candy. By the way, that's crazy, right?
It, with your cotton candy's a salad, but it also melts immediately and disappears.
Yeah.
Wow, that's an odd cigar. I don't know what's wrong with the audio. I don't know what to tell you, Gio. Our audio's going fine. It must be just for a certain few people.
Did you try restarting, Gio?
Like I'm not even. Maybe by disconnecting the Wi-Fi. Yeah, see, even for Anthony P from a stupid place to say it's fine, Gio, shut the hell up, Gio.
Dude,
Gio says that he can't hear nothing, and he's wearing earplugs. He's like, I can't hear nothing.
I'm getting like cherry and pine.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
What if this profile was more about a picture where they were? What if they were by a lake or a river in the woods, cooking smoked fish, maybe a dessert afterwards, and drinking a peaty, smoky scotch, and they wanted all that into a cigar? Does that make any sense?
I just got cherry pie.
But
Yeah,
I
I think that's a good idea.
This cigar, more than flavor, it describes a scene. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think so.
And that might be a new thing where I might start describing cigars not just in flavor and wheelhouses. What kind of scene? Because that's easier for me to describe this in a scene. Like I would want to smoke this out on a little a lake on a rowboat in the forest. You know what I'm saying though? To me, this is not like a night out in a fancy town having a steak. It's not that kind of cigar. It wouldn't go well with it. I don't think so.
It's very nature based, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. And dude, fuck me, that's some weird shit. That's some weird shit.
Gio, I'm dead sober and I've been coding all day, dude. So I'm pretty straight up.
You don't need to explain your sobriety to Gio. Okay? This summer, in 2 weeks,
Yeah.
when I picked you up on my shoulder and I spin him around like a rag doll.
Yeah.
2 weeks from tomorrow.
Yeah.
2 weeks from now, August 18th, pay-per-view, get your tickets now. I promise you, Gio's gonna be destroyed. He's gonna cry like a bitch. I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna smoke his best cigars.
Nice.
I'm gonna take his royal release.
Nice.
He has no say.
Do you think he's still gonna talk shit after that episode, or?
I think when I show up, he might be looking, and then he's gonna lock the door and be like, "Oh no, I'm not home. Gio moved," and then that's okay. And then I'll do a video from outside his door, and that's it.
I'm getting like strong cherry pie. You know the cheap cigar boxes that are out of like mystery wood? I just got like mystery wood, like cigar box mystery wood and cherry pie.
Right there, it changed. It got stronger and just changed it. Oh, Chewy's flexing. Chewy just bought a ticket. We're selling tickets right now. $10 a ticket, guys. Get your tickets right now at Ticketmaster, PayPal, Zelle, Zen. It's like Zen. I'm making shit up. Yeah, Gio is going to go downtown. Gio's going down. Gio's going down. What an odd cigar. See, Anthony P's a smart guy. He's not built for fight. He's gonna be like, I'll be there. I'll be the camera guy. Ash is rather flaky. I want to, dude. I had pork chops tonight with A1 sauce. It literally almost just reminded me of that puff. This is a fucking weird cigar, bro.
Dude, you know what's also is interesting is it's like there's a mild sweetness to it, but overall it's like not really sweet. But it's also like not really heavy. Like it's not in the Casa Cuba Cafradia range. Like
No.
it's not one of those.
No, but it's heavy on the mind. It's fucking the mind. See, Gio's talking shit, man. Gio acts like I've never picked up a man at 260 pounds, bro. I'm gonna flex on you, Gio. I'm gonna flex on you, Gio.
You know what's weird? The more I smoke this, the more I feel like I'd smoke it again. Isn't that weird?
Oh, that's such a weird cigar. He said I won't fight. Yeah, Gio, I'm not gonna cause any damage. We don't want any lawsuits going on. See, now Gio's backing down. All right, we'll just play around. We'll rough house. We'll do an arm wrestle or something. Whatever, Gio. Oh, we won't do that. Okay, Gio. Now, all right, Gio, bring it on. Bring it on, bro. And see, Gio doesn't understand. Like, I give Gio like so much attention. Whether it's good or bad, we're always talking about Gio. I can't just always talk good things and we look like I'm kissing his ass. So I just do the reverse, and like he gets so much attention, and then he's like, "No, Richie's so mean to me, dude." When Gio's not here because he's not reliable, he's still here because we talk about Gio. Like, you know what I'm saying, though, and he doesn't appreciate it.
Oh, he's down to chill, dude. I don't know, man. I'm just surprised how much shit Geo talks, and then
Listen, I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna pick him up. And now here's the thing too.
be
I'm
careful.
I'm going to work that Friday, and then I'm catching a 5:15 flight.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be there 11:10 at night, and I'm changing time zones. I'm losing 2 hours. So by the time I get to him around midnight or 11:30, 11:45, Richie's going to be tired. But guess what? I'm still going to pick up that man. And you say, "Hey, it's the Richie show. It's the Richie show." Well, we can save it for the morning with bagels. You know, that's what it is. You choose, Rich. You choose, Gio. He's going to be stuffing like weights in his pocket to weigh him down, make him heavier.
He's still going up like a sack of potatoes, I'm sure. Popcorn, cherry, and
Thing though, it's just different to talk shit on the internet. But when you know I'm coming to your house, you got 2 weeks. Hit the gym. I'm gonna be there. I'm
Gio's
coming.
got a whole look, man.
I'm
He's
coming.
quick.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, Gio. I'm gonna be there, Gio. I'm gonna go on Mike Tyson. You remember Mike Tyson when he was like he was threatening somebody, but then Mike Tyson got really. He went too. Mike Tyson's like, he's like, I'm gonna eat you alive. He's like, I'm gonna eat you up piece by piece. I'll fuck you in the ass. And everyone's like, what? What? like, like it just went too far. Like, and then but he still stayed. Was like, yeah, yeah, I'll do it. And everyone's like, no, Mike, no, Mike. No.
That dude was hardcore, dude.
Yeah, dude. When he said that, he meant that. Mike, now I'm not gonna do that to you. Dude, how funny if Gio lived on like 451 like First Street? Like that was his apartment number.
I think it's funnier that he doesn't.
Well, I think that's gonna be the name. If we ever do make a clothesline, like a hat line for the show, it's gonna be 451 gear. 451 gear. You know, because that's the whole joke, you know. I'm gonna drop this ash. So we're going great. Let's drop the ash.
I didn't been out long enough at all.
So that's fine. I'm gonna drop it though.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a little bit more off this top.
Here we go, Uncle Larry. It comes in 660, 4.5 by 52, 5.5 by 52, 4 3/4 by 60, 760, 7.5 by 38, 6 by 52, 4 3/4, 40, 6 by 54. It's a Nicaraguan Puro. I guess this might have been 4 3/4 by 42, maybe because
Just
you know, maybe that makes sense. Unless if they made, here's the thing, they might have made a special size for the 5 pack. That's sometimes companies do that where they don't have a regular release, but they'll make a special one for whatever.
when you have that many sizes,
Right? Yeah, dude, the cigar's not going anywhere. It's a staple. Someone's smoking this shit. You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
What do you think about aging this? I think it would be really strange.
I think it would just get weirder. Yeah. Maybe it would move a little bit more towards cedar, but often I'll taste a cigar and I'll be like, this needs age. It doesn't really need age because it's so smooth. I don't know what age is going to do to it. You know what I mean? Like maybe make the flavors merge, but that wouldn't even make it less weird.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. Someone you just said. See, Anthony P. looked at the 5 pack. This is 4 3/4 by 42 because it's
Great size. It's
yeah.
a Corona.
But no, he did say that. He did say that, Uncle Larry too, did he? He said 4.75, same thing, 4 3/4. Okay, yeah. So I guess that is a regular size, but I've never seen it at the store. You know. And here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. I'm gonna go over to Gio. I'm gonna be a brother to him. I'm gonna
Yeah.
give him a hug. I'm gonna be friendly to him. But then I'm gonna flex on this son of a bitch. I gotta show him who's boss. I gotta show him 99 cents adds up.
Yeah.
Flex.
Here's what you paid for, Gio.
You see the trap? That's my collarbone. You see that? Go to your collarbone. Richie's got like 4 inches above the collarbone. Go to
Yeah.
your collarbone. Yeah, you don't got it.
No, I don't got it.
Like you don't understand until you see it. Like I'm built like a fucking ball.
Hey, I don't talk shit, man. I don't talk shit.
Not you, no. You're a soft, gentle guy, so I don't. I'm not gonna pick you up. Just you're a nice guy. I respect.
Look,
You act more like an artist or accountant, so I don't bully you. I try to make you more tough, but Gio acts more tough than he is, so I have to.
yeah. I'm just saying I respect it. I know some people you don't want to talk shit on, and I don't.
But I earn that shit. Like it doesn't just happen. Like you can't just like, oh, could you make your traps go 4 inches above your collarbone? Yeah. And I can't even do heavy trap exercises anymore because of my BBWs because my neck is fucked up.
Yeah,
So I have other exercises. Yeah, dude. In my heyday, bro, I'd be taking 100, 120, 125-pound dumbbells and just doing reps, 50, 100 reps, just sitting there. Yeah, no joke. Like, no.
Gio's got to put down the Fuente, pick up the trend, dude. He's got to do a little mini cycle before you get to. Weeks, Gio.
I'm gonna flex on Gio, bro. I cut my hair for this bout. How about now?
I feel like somebody could fully beat me up while I'm smoking this cigar, and I just wouldn't even be able to think about it, dude. I feel like hold up.
Best hair in the lounge, Gio. Best hair in the lounge. He's not gonna eat prunes. He wants to gain the weight, bro. It's not, bro. Yeah, bro. It's what it is. Gio, you're not gonna stand a chance. Gio, you better start eating protein shakes.
Yeah.
Richie's got you.
Gotta go to a trainer, dude.
He's like, I just need to get big and hard. That's it.
Shit.
Gio's just gonna do trap exercises for 2 weeks.
He's gonna go up like 1/4 of an inch, dude.
Hey, it's something. That'd be impressive.
Yeah.
But here's what it is.
This thing is heavy. It's not burning. It's bizarre, and I think it's good. I think it's a good.
It's not a problem. He said I could charge girls to sit on my shoulders at concerts. Yeah, it could. That's a collarbone. That's a trap. All the way up, baby. Go for it.
I don't think you could do it because you'd have to say no to BBWs, dude.
I know.
Isn't that discrimination?
I just can't stress it enough that when I go there, Gio's been talking shit for like 2 years.
Yeah.
I have to just, and it's not even, I'm not trying to scare him at all, but I just got to let him know who he's talking to. That's all. And that way, next time he talks shit to the internet, he's reminded, oh, that's Richie. I told you not to fuck with Richie.
I think if Gio learns respect, I think that'll be a beautiful day.
It is what it is. I can't stress it enough.
I think he's been doing better, though.
Oh, Gio has improved.
Yeah.
Gio has definitely become more self-reflective. He's definitely been smoking more of his best shit, Because when I first got here, Gio was buying high-end stuff, but just smoking mid-tiers, right, Gio? You just save it. Gio's been smoking a lot of his good stuff, and I'm happy for it.
Imagine there's 17 people here, and we're just talking about Gio, and they're just okay. They're like, this is fine.
And that's what I'm saying. Gio has almost become the culture. You know what I'm saying? The Gio and me is the Gio and you.
He's the mascot. I don't think there's not so much Gio and me, dude.
Well, here's the thing. Saturday I'm going to be on Long Island with my family, and I got my brother's letting me borrow his car. But I'm hoping that when my father's coming to town. I haven't seen my father in 2 years. So my father's coming to Long Island on Wednesday, and my sister, I haven't seen her, God bless her, in 5 years. So when she comes to town, my father, we're probably gonna have a big Italian party at my grandmother's house, rest her soul, which belongs now to my father. And we're gonna have like a big is a pool party, 2-car garage. We'll have music, we'll have cigars. My Uncle Johnny there, Johnny Stash gonna be there. I
Nice.
already invited Gio to that party.
You did?
I already invited, yeah. I said, Gio, come in on the Long Island Railroad. It's a 45-minute ride from Queens. I said, I'll pick you up around Konkoma. It's a 10-minute ride from my grandma's. And I'll bring you there and I'll bring you back to the train whenever you want to go. If you want to spend the night. Listen, I opened my doors to Gio, to my family's house. And look at the disrespect he gives me. Fucking disrespect, you know?
Dude, he's gonna go to that, dude. He's met an Italian person before, right? You can't say no.
The food's going to be, my father's going to be, if my father cooks and my Aunt Rita, dude, you're going to be blown away. And now, the other guys that are in the area, I'll invite Dream Life because he's from Long Island. And Anthony P., I know you're in Brooklyn, but if you want to hop down on the Belt Parkway, we'll figure it out, you know? Of course, Sacco, if he wants to fly in, I'll pick him up in LaGuardia. That would be a major flight, you know? And you can hop in with him. Jay Menke, he said he gets up, you know?
I don't know, dude. I think they're gonna put me in a padded room after this cigar, so maybe the next one.
Bro, it's almost like it's too unique. So it protects the cigar, but it hurts it too. That the uniqueness pushes you away, but the
Yeah.
uniqueness of the cigar pulls you in. So when I'm smoking this, I'm like, I can't believe it. But then, like, if I still won't normally buy this cigar because it's so unique. I don't know when to smoke this. However, whenever you come back to the cigar, it's well worth smoking. This was, I guess, and Joya de Nicaragua was Nicaragua before my father, before Padron, before we can't say LFD, before let's give us some other Nicaraguan like you have the cigars by Jewish State, Undercrown, and Liga.
A lot of those are made by Joya.
Was right in the same factory, correct? But the blends are not designed by them. You know what I'm saying? The Joya de Nicaragua blends, and that's how smart Joya is. They're so silent enough to work to. Now I think they have their own stuff, but like when Jewish State started working with them, it wasn't like they wanted to get notoriety and put their name on it. You know what I'm saying? Though, like I think they're just a very classy company, almost too reserved, even more reserved than Oliva.
Yeah.
And lately, they have been making some newer stuff to try to be more relevant in the buzz, I guess. But still, it's not that kind of brand. Like the Uno and the other one, what's the other one? The 45th, the Cuatro Cinco. Those are great cigars, but it's just a low key brand. It's not a buzz brand. But here's the positive part. Ready? The prices are the price, and you can get even better price on the internet.
Yeah.
Joya is a brand that will give you great stuff for a low price. Gio, I don't know what day the barbecue is. I just know my father's coming down Wednesday. I'll let you know what day we're having what day we're gonna have a get together with the family and have a barbecue, maybe steaks, Italian food at my grandma's house. It's gonna happen because Johnny Fingers is gonna be cooking the steaks. My father and Aunt Rita will make a pop, lasagna, sausage, whatever, and we'll figure it out. And I promise you, if that happens, which it should happen, short of my father getting there and saying, "Oh, you know what? I'm not doing nothing anymore." God forbid. Last time my father went to New York, he got sick. He got food poisoning. Not food poisoning. He got well, it might have been food poisoning, but it was something. He had his blood was poison. What's that called?
Oh yeah.
He
I
had
don't. I remember that. I don't.
septic shock. And what's funny is last time I went to New York, I got sick. I went to the hospital. I don't know if there's something going on as far as something in the food or something like that. Who knows? Maybe I know it's real dangerous. I think when you go to the airport, I'm gonna try not to eat anything at the airport. Who knows if the airport kitchens are fucking filthy and
Yeah.
you get sick and you hop on a flight, Or I eat those those little snack boxes. They give you like a piece of cheese and a piece of like prosciutto, not prosciutto. You get like a dry piece of meat. What's that called? Jerky or something like that. I wonder. I wonder on the plane if that food made me sick. I don't know.
I don't know. I tell you, the best pasta I ever had by a huge margin. I went to my buddy's grandparents' house. They were very nice to have me. It was wonderful. We had a great time. But his grandma made squid ink pasta. His yeah, his
Fantastic.
yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah.
They're Italian, and dude,
Yeah.
you keep that
It's
down,
gonna
man.
be a great time. And what's nice is it's such a nice big backyard, and it looks like an Italian villa with red bricks everywhere and black metal fences. It's so nice, and we have a patio with a metal roof on an angle, and the patio it's big enough to fit about 20 people, and it's an outdoor patio with a roof, so we can smoke cigars there even if it starts raining. And at nighttime, it's just a nice place with like a bunch of chairs and just relax on the deck, and the hot sun.
I'm gonna relight this thing. I know I'm not supposed to, but this thing is so. I mean, I needed to dry box this one for sure. It is such a large, heavy cigar.
Okay, I'm my flight is at 5:15 on Friday, which is means 7:15 in New York. I'm getting into New York at 11 o'clock p.m. Friday night. So, which means I'm probably not going to get the Geo. Realistically, the show is probably not going to happen to midnight at best, hopefully. So, midnight at best would be what? That'd be 9 o'clock for you. Sako's going to have a great at 9 o'clock. Everyone else will be a little late, but it is what it is. It has to happen naturally. I can't. We're not going to make an episode in the morning, and I'm not going to spend all day with Gio on Saturday. That'd be 451. Because I got to get to my family. I got to get to my daughter. But
Yeah,
that late, I already told my kid, what am I going to do? Get to my mother's house at 1 in the morning?
yeah,
So I already told Gio he can sleep on the couch. I'm going to sleep on his bed. I told him to change the sheets.
that's
Make,
good.
make sure he has fresh soap for Richie.
Yeah, and Gio, be a good host. Make sure there's a girl in the bed, dude.
Yeah, make sure you have two women waiting for Richie.
Um,
Is what it is.
yeah, I was thinking we'll do it at some point, but I could. I mean, if Sako wants to, I could. At some point, I could go over to Sako's. If you're with Gio, we can have a 4-way lounge.
Well, that sounds
But
kind of erotic. But know what I'm going to do when I'm with Gio? I'm going to invite Gio as a guest.
yeah,
So we have Richie and Gio on the top, and you'll have Richie and Gio on the bottom of your screen. How crazy is that going to be? Well,
well,
you're left and right.
but you could have a third person.
No, that too. But think about it. When the show comes on, it could
Yeah,
be Gio and Richie on the show. How
yeah,
cool would that be?
nice.
And we'll have cameras on different angles, and you'll get different. That would be pretty crazy.
You could do it. You could do it like the news. You know what I mean? You got like different camera angles. That's good.
Yeah. Or you just see me on my camera, and he'll sit next to me on his camera, and if he talks shit, I can punch him like this.
That's dope. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just
Shit, I'll grab him with my little arm and just
yeah.
like, "Oh, get over here." You know what I'm saying?
That's great. Gio will forget that it's in person. He'll just start talking his shit, and then you can get him.
Yeah, yeah, bro. You got it, man. You're an artist. You understand.
Oh yeah,
Our word is out of 5. For me, it's going to be a 4.4. That's a really good rating.
yeah.
Not amazing, but it's a very good cigar. Definitely, a box worthy cigar if you're in that kind of shit. It's definitely reusable, but to me, it's reusable in the sense of you have it up your sleeve, like as like you put in your humidor, and then I think it's a good reset. If you have this once a month and reset your palate, it'll make other cigars feel more normal. You know what I'm saying? Or because it's like this cigar is so out there. It's really ballsy what they did with this cigar.
Yeah. Couple things. Sako, you're gonna have to be okay smoking mid tier one time though, because I don't have any. I don't have a big. You know what I mean? But so that's number one. Number two, I think you were saying earlier it's so out there, and I think that one thing that is nice about the cigars, if you wanted this cigar, there's no other cigar you can smoke. You know what I mean? You can't replace this cigar. That's something else.
No, it stands alone, for good and bad. I think it'd be cool though, just like we're doing now. If you had a room full of guys all smoking at the same time, we could
Yeah,
be. If I was just smoking it and you were smoking something else, you wouldn't even believe me. Or be like, "What are you talking about?"
yeah.
It's a really odd cigar, bro. Sacco doesn't need to smoke mid-tier to 2030. Sacco has enough high-end cigars.
Yeah.
We're talking about thousands of cigars.
Yeah, but if I'm bringing cigars, I don't have. I mean, you see my collection. The good stuff is gone, unfortunately.
There's nothing wrong with your cigars if you only have us mid-tier. We have to stop getting that out of our mind.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
What I'm saying is that's true. What I'm saying is, if you have mid-tiers, you're having a good life, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, no problem.
So what I'm saying is, don't feel you have to defend that. Whatever you got, you got. God bless. You know what I'm saying? No, it's what it is.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't have a reason to smoke mid tier.
Sacco's in a different category, man.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, I think you're right. It is an interesting. I guess as a reset, I can see it as a reset. I almost think. I think there's a weird world where this is box worthy. You know what I mean? Because
this is why it's box worthy, because you're not going to get this. You're not going to get this cigar. You're not going to get this. You're not going to get this out of anything else. It is so odd, but it's cool. It kind of. I would respect someone who's like, no, yeah, I'm a Joya de Nicaragua guy. I like the Antano. That's what I smoke.
Yeah.
All right, shit. Like, that guy would never be bored, because every puff, you're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
It's the opposite of Padron. This is the opposite of Padron. Totally opposite of Padron. Padron is in your face, no transitions. It is what it is. You're going to like it, but this is what it is. And I respect that mindset. This cigar is like, it's like, a chameleon can keep changing colors. This is a chameleon.
Yeah. I think it could be box worthy because you could just smoke one of these like every 3 months. You know what I mean? For just years. And it would just be weird. Like you'd be fine. You know what I mean? You'd never be bored.
And that syrupy is sticking to the tongue now towards the end now. I have nothing bad to say about it. A 4.4 is a solid rating for it. These cigars go for anywhere between like $6 to $12, maybe on the size. So they're very affordable at a lounge. Online, even better. Online, you can get these at a stupid price.
I might smoke another stick after this actually because it's so weird. I almost feel like I need to come back to my senses.
Come back. You have to come back. It's almost like a seance. They have to close it so the demons don't come back, which I don't advocate playing with the spirit. But here's the thing. If you start playing with the devil, it only proves that God is real and God is superior. So either way, Christ said it's better to be totally hot or totally cold. So go ahead and Satanist, because either way, you're going to come back to God. And he's going to be like, hey, yeah, you thought he was cool? Now, let me show you this. I created everything. And you're like, oh shit. Yeah, that's it. So something in between, whatever. Now, the thing is, it's a cool cigar, man. It's an odd cigar. It's a crazy cigar. It's not overbearing as far as the strength, but it's overbearing in the mind. It's uncomfortable, but it doesn't push you to the point where if this was stronger, if this was like if AJ Fernandez made a Joya, if it was Joya by AJ, it would be too much. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I would almost want to try a half Joya, half AJ blend, like with the Antano. Like if he put half of his, you know what I mean? He mixed like a San Latano in there. Or he mixed what would be good?
Yeah. But AJ can make all different shit, but when he puts his name on someone else's cigar, it just has to be stronger. So you understand, AJ has some great cigars, like but if it says Monte Cristo by AJ, what's the guarantee? It's stronger than regular Monte Cristo.
Yeah.
So Joya de Nicaragua by AJ, it has to be stronger. So because that's what his markings mean, right? So I think this would be too much stronger. It would be interesting, but interesting.
I don't think you could make it stronger, if you know what I mean. Like I think it's like I don't know how to put it. Like
if you made it stronger, you would lose all that crazy weirdness.
Yeah, it's in terms of the flavor, it's as strong as possible. You know what I mean? It's like very strong in flavor. But
yeah,
because if you made it any stronger, you would like mute the flavor. You know what I mean? Like they would fight over each other.
Oh, is what it is. What are you gonna smoke next?
I don't know. What do you think I should smoke? I'm not even sure.
Well, I'm gonna do a Leva V, and I'm gonna see if I can get Sacco on. I want to get like a post recap and see how Sacco's Fuente box is doing. I want to see I want to see if the smell of the box is. Dude, that box is gonna smell ridiculous.
Yeah. I got no idea what I'm gonna smoke, man. That's crazy.
You'll have time. I'm gonna throw Sacco on. You'll have time to
think about it.
Yeah.
Press.
I mean, we got one more cigar here. Let me see what time it is. Hold on. Okay, good. Yeah, so I got about an hour on this cigar. Richie's trying to get the Opus High again.
Interesting. Johnny says that the Antano was stronger 20 years ago. They made it lighter over the years.
Interesting.
That's
I
really
didn't know that. I didn't know that, and I'll have to trust you on that. That's interesting. That's interesting.
wow.
That
All right. Well, thanks for that.
it's too bad we won't be able to ever try them because if we did, they'd be 20 years old. They'd be too aged.
Maybe maybe when you smoke the one in this size, because I have some more in this size. You don't have the do you have the Toro? I
I
don't
got
think
it. I have a Churchill, I
yeah.
think. I have a Toro, a fat Toro, I think, and I have that fat one you smoked,
Right, right.
a Booster.
I don't think I have your Toro. I have a different Toro. So when you smoke this one again, the fat one,
Well, you know what I'm going to do now? When I
yeah,
have a pack like that, I go with the extremes first. I smoke the smallest one first
yeah.
to get myself centered on what's the strongest possibility because of size.
Hmm.
I'm going to go for the opposite. I'm going to go for the fattest one, and then I'll work our way between. I don't want to gradually just work myself up because I
Right,
want extremes first, and so that way, if there's no difference in the extremes, I'm not getting any difference on just a little bigger. Does that make any sense?
right, right. Yeah. Well, if you let me know earlier in the day if you're gonna smoke that fat one, I'm around. I'll dry box it so it'll burn. You know what I mean? I'll let it
What,
sit.
what do you want from Richie? I have so much planning. We have so many. What do you want from Richie, man? I can only do what I can do, man. I can only,
That's fine. Well, look, if we can make it happen, we can make it happen. If we can't make it happen,
I'm just busting your balls. Listen, I think for an asshole sitting on his deck, I think I put out a lot of content for the guys. I do my best. I do my best to keep it interesting, and you
I
know,
I
I'm
just
trying. You know,
love.
I talked to the guy from General today, and he said he's mailing out the cigars himself tomorrow. He apologized. He said, "I don't know why you haven't got them yet from General, because they told me 2 weeks ago that they're going to send me cigars, to review the new stuff." And he's like, "I don't know why they haven't given to you yet." So he's going to send them out tomorrow, and then if General ever does send them out, he goes, "Well, you're going to have a lot of doubles." And I said, "Okay, well, I'm not going to complain about that, but I want to try all those new ones. If they send me at one time, no shop out here will have like 10 or 20 new General cigars that they just released. No one's going to have that in one visit. You know what I'm saying though? So it'd be really cool to get new stuff that no one has. And I really, when we talked to them about that, how when they release new stuff, for some reason it doesn't get reviewed that fast. And I think because there's not much buzz, and they're great cigars, but I don't know how. Like for example, when that purple came out, I was the only guy for a while. And how many purple reviews are there? How many?
I've only seen it from Half Wheel. I think they just started it.
Yeah, I mean, but if you let's say if they had a new Padron or a new Fuente, you'd probably see, or a Rocky Patel, you'd probably see a bunch of reviews right away.
Yeah, I think you have the super popular brands that get reviewed quickly.
Even the AJs, new AJs get reviewed real quick.
Yeah, I think also that a lot of the cigar reviewers currently just review like boutique sticks.
Yeah,
So I think it's like super popular in boutique, which isn't
or,
real.
or top 25 or whatever the hell,
Yeah,
whatever they think.
yeah,
Well, I'm glad to have you on, bro. You can find that next stick, and let's get the Grand Flexer himself.
yeah, yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, shout out to Sacco. But yeah, I'd like to maybe if we can make it happen where we can smoke that, I'd like to because I want another shot at smoking that. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like I got the message. I got the message, but do you know what I mean? I didn't decode it.
So for which one?
Well, I'm just saying when you're smoking the one that I smoked today, because I got more of them. If you let me know, it'd be cool
Oh,
to smoke. I
yeah,
s-
all right. That'd be interesting. Yeah.
I get it.
That was what, 54, 56?
That's a dude. That's a 60. Okay. Check this out, dude. The cigar is 4 3/4 by 60 with honestly like a 109 cap. Like it's like a soft bellicoso. It's really weird.
Interesting. So it's not a sharp torpedo or a regular torpedo. It's a really slow forming torpedo.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah. It's interesting.
It's
Interesting.
weird, but I don't know, man. It's just a. That's the most different stick I've smoked. I think.
Interesting.
So,
It's definitely oddball. It's odd.
yeah.
Like you said, I'm gonna smoke this Alita Milano V just to come back a little bit. You know.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing if that sobers you up.
Yeah. Right now, if I just went to bed on that,
Yeah.
my mind would be so screwed up. It'd be like, yo, that cigar is like dropping acid, and I never did drugs. But when people talk about dropping acid, it's like,
Yeah.
imagine if you just smoked that cigar the rest of your life. You'd be so out there. You'd be like, wouldn't even you'd be maybe form a new language or who knows.
I think so. You'd be like one of the like super spaced out, you know what I mean? Like people who do too many drugs or something. Yeah. Be crazy.
Imagine being drunk like on cheap bourbon and you were smoking that cigar. That'd be a real crazy experience.
I'd love to do that actually. That'd be super weird.
I found the draw slow on that as far as the not that it was plugged, but like I felt that tobacco burned really slow on that.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you know where you're smoking and just pulling fat, and that was a small cigar, and it was pulling slow. Like you could have got an hour and a half out of that.
I got a feeling like I almost feel like if you aged it, it would do nothing. Like I almost feel like it would just stay like that for like 10 years and then just like run out of steam or like 20 years and run out of steam. Like I don't think it's going to change. I don't know. It's so smooth already.
Yeah, it's not harsh, so it doesn't need time. Um, I almost would like to try a cheaper, younger version of that cigar to see, like if they had like a, you know, how Padrona's the 26 and 64.
Right.
I'd like to see a younger version of that cigar with more intensity to see if that complexity changes. You know,
It would probably mellow the complexity a bit. I think it'd be really funny, dude. I feel like if you smoke that cigar all the time, you'd be walking around putting your hand on people's shoulder, calling them brother. You know what I mean? You'd be fucking out of it. Yeah. That's a weird. All right, man.
you know
Yeah.
what I want to do though one day? I want someone to light that cigar up 100 yards away from me,
Yeah.
and I walk slowly to want to know what that cigar smells like from the distance. Only that cigar, and just to see what because if the smell of that cigar relates to the flavor, maybe it doesn't at all. But I'm sure that cigar probably smells crazy. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you know, you ever walk by somebody smoking a cigar, you're like, oh, that smells good, or
Yeah.
even a Connecticut cigar has that classic Connecticut smell. It reminds me of the fall, and like it has that you know
Yeah.
that cigar. I like to know what it smells like in the distance.
Yeah.
To see what it, if you could almost if you could guess the cigar from the smell from at 20 yards. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Yeah, absolutely. The other, oh, sorry, I'll leave it to Sacco, but um, what's weird is when I smoked the dark Corojo, which I didn't get a great read on, but when I was smoking it, it felt like a cigar I'd smoked before. Like it wasn't, it was good. I'm not saying it was a bad cigar, but it felt comfortable. But it's crazy to me how different this tasted
Uh,
versus
the
everything.
Dark Rojo is a much more comfortable cigar. It's darker and stronger in some ways, but it's a really nice cigar. This cigar is just odd. This cigar is it's a great odd cigar.
Oh, I think my rating. By the way, I didn't give my rating. I think I'd be along the same lines as you. I'd probably give it an ish, like very good. It's a very good cigar, but weird.
Weird. It is to me. You got to have the Lefroy Scotch with that. If you ever get a chance to try Lefroy, you'll know the moment you have a sip of that Lefroy, you're gonna go, oh, okay. That cigar and that Scotch would match perfectly.
Could
Well,
you could you pair the two? Yeah, and just trip out.
yeah, no, but it makes sense. They'd be friends. They're like, that.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, just live in a totally different universe.
All right, bro. Let me get Sacco on, man. Appreciate you coming on. Appreciate the effort, putting out good content. You didn't come here like Gio. Oh, I can't come on. I'm naked right now. I gotta go feed my dog.
Thanks for having me. Shout out to Gio. Shout out to Sacco. Shout out to Jeremy, Chewy, all the guys.
Rest in peace, Big Firm.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hopefully he'll be back someday.
That's it.
All right,
All right, take care.
you too.
Peace out. Hey, son.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man, that's a nice shirt.
Richie.
What's up, bro?
Hey, man, not much, brother.
How you feeling?
Just, staying out of trouble at home.
Hey, you never get in trouble, man. You're too smart for trouble. What are you smoking? Nice, nice.
Cut. Cordial. I let this one dry for a couple of weeks, man. It was like pretty heavy.
What made you go for that one?
Was that?
Why did you smoke the Catuai tonight?
Oh, I don't know why. I was at the store. I picked it up a couple of weeks ago, so said might as well.
It's good to change it up.
Yeah. No, it was just I wanted to because I bought it. Few one time I bought few to try it, but I didn't let him dry, so I couldn't smoke it. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna let this one dry.
Wow, this cigar is smoking like a dream.
Yeah, this is to it way better. Here, yeah, I have the same problem, Richie. Let me see if I can put it here. Here, I have the same problem.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, and then these are thick tobacco, but you gotta let them dry.
Yeah, but you're also in more humidity than me. So I'm like at 30% humidity, so it's really good smoking weather.
So what's going? But I was looking at the flights, but uh, yeah, it's too long, man. Actually, few flights. The stop is Denver.
Really, what, to New York or to where?
Yeah, to LaGuardia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have a stop in Denver or Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know. It's 8 hours.
Oof.
Yeah. The Delta had a flight nonstop, 5 hours, but it's like the ticket was 1,200-1,300 bucks.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, my flight I got for 245 dollars.
Which airline is that?
JetBlue.
Yeah.
Yeah, Denver goes to New York City a lot. There's a lot of flights to choose from.
Yeah. I have no reason to fly on JetBlue, bro.
You got,
Just kidding. No.
oh,
Yeah, but JetBlue, yeah. Here I found like American Airline and the other. I don't know, few of them, but see, they don't have a flight from Burbank, which is airport less congested. It's easier to get to and to get out of. But LAX, very long
interesting.
from LA, I guess.
Probably not. Probably not.
Like connecting flights like to Europe that it stops in from here and then and then
Yeah, but that's gonna be interesting.
from there
Yeah.
international. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So how you been? All right? Anything new?
No, bro, the same thing. Work home. I was too lazy to shave this morning,
All right.
so
I
yeah, growing a beard.
Richie shaved his head.
Richie got a haircut or just a gel?
Come on. What's it look like? Of course I got a haircut.
Yeah.
Look how small my head is.
Don't pep in. Oh, this is like about the tattoo hair. I thought it was my father. Okay, that's good to know. I like that shirt, Sako.
Yeah, that's a
Chewy.
shirt.
Yeah, you want me? You want me? I can donate it to you, buddy.
Flex. That's a flex.
Yeah, these people like my shirt. From Garcia family, yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe this dried out too much.
So the flavor's gone, you think?
Mm. No, they're way stronger, more amplified.
Yeah, I mean, generally, the more dry you make a cigar, the more intense, the more spicy you'll get. You know.
Yep, that's what it is. Intense, more intense.
Yeah, because take a picture, and this is why. When something's drier, picture if you had a dry newspaper, it's going to go right on fire and go everywhere. You know, what newspaper, it's going to be harder to get on fire. It's not going to burn as hot. So when you have the hot tobacco burning higher, it's going to be more intense. So
You know, there is like, yeah. So now this one is feel light for its size. So that's another thing. I mean, if it's it could be heavy for its size or light for its size, then there is this right spot for cigars to smoke.
yeah, interesting, interesting.
And every cigar I found out that it's different happy spot.
Yeah, and I think also where you're smoking it applies too, though. So if you're in a really wet place, a wet cigar is not going to do too well.
Yeah, not today is not too wet. I mean, it's I mean it's actually there is no wind, but it's pleasant to sit outside. Nothing is moving. Look,
Casa de Saco.
Casa de Saco. That's my bonsai garden right there.
Wait, do you normally sit that close to the pool? Or you're in a different spot.
Huh? Yeah, I'm in different spot.
Different spot.
This is the spot by the garage.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice spot, man.
Yeah,
You got a
and
lot.
that's the other spot.
Oh.
Right now, it's occupied by Mrs.
Hello, Miss.
Hey, Lucy.
You doing all right?
How you doing?
Oh, good. Trying to keep away from the mosquitoes.
Hello, Miss.
Honey poop.
Right.
Yeah.
How's everything?
We have a lot of mosquitoes here. Do you guys have mosquitoes there?
Yeah, we get it. But luckily my apartment's on the third floor, so they don't come up too high. When I was on the
Oh, here they're bad. Like they're small. You can't even see them to kill them or something. They're so small
They're
and ankle
microscopic.
biters.
oh, that hurt.
Yeah,
But you have the spray, but the spray's dangerous to use every day.
yeah. We do natural sprays, but
Yeah, that stuff hurts, man. That stuff hurts. That's
yeah.
a nice setup, though, man.
That's 451.
Yeah, yeah. So, Sacco, are you gonna watch when I go for SmackDown with WWF when I see Gio?
Yeah, I wish somebody can film when you guys meet the first time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, I'll make sure that I have.
Oh, thank you, Johnny.
Yeah, I'll make sure I have footage.
Yeah, are you gonna like pick him up and put him on your shoulder?
I don't think the first thing I want to do is pick him up. I think we'll get to know each other a little bit. Feel if he really doesn't want me to pick him up, he's gonna be like, don't pick me up. I'm like, all right, he's really gonna be.
That's funny though, man.
Yeah, he's.
All this time, like we've been talking, and all of a sudden you actually meet someone. Me and PG here is like how far away, dude,
Yeah.
and we never got to get together. Let me fix this place here so I can put this.
I'm gonna give the show to you. Massive piss. All this watermelon, I gotta piss like a racehorse. I can't piss off the third floor balcony. The show's all yours. I'll be back. All right. So
Yeah, what am I doing
whatever you want to talk about. Richie's.
now? Now I'm the entertainer, huh?
You're the entertainer. Hey,
I bought a watermelon, but I didn't cut it today.
dude, I'll tell you what. I've been eating a lot of watermelon. I still have a half a sack.
Mm,
This
right
watermelon,
there.
I gotta
Oof,
go
right
piss.
there, it picked up.
I'll be right back.
Whoa. Go. Anthony, what's up, buddy? Yeah, right there, it picked up. It's nice, though. I like it. I can't, Gio, I'm holding a cigar with one hand, and the other hand, I'm holding the phone. So you're out of luck, buddy. The darkness meter about 70. Oh, there 70. Yeah, it might get darker though. It's it's working its way down. Yeah. Dude, I can't even retrohale this. It burns. Really burns. The light is not working now, I guess. See, my head is not big enough like Richie to cover the light there. So, and then, yeah, that's it. We're staring at the wall. Box worthy, I would say so. I wouldn't buy a box, but yeah, it is. Mm-mm. No, Anthony, I have not, bro. Um, the Prometheus website specifically said do not season that humidor. That's it. I don't have a tremendous cold, Chewy. That's why I barely can cover the light. See, if it was Richie sitting here, he would cover the whole door. What's
Hey.
up, smoking? Joshua, again, here you go. Tatuaje, Corju. How you say this one? Corju? Corjun?
How do you spell it?
Cojonu.
Cojuno?
I have no idea.
Yeah, but I think
Let's see.
I thought it was cojones or something like that.
No. Kojonu. Kojonu, I don't know. If
Yeah.
somebody knows the pronunciation,
Well,
yeah,
I
that's what it
think
is.
a cigar named after like.
I'm smoking my best shit, Josh.
Hey, Jeremy, what's up, brother? Anything happened while I was gone?
Yeah, Jeremy, I put like 10, 15 packs of Bovida in there. So this should be that should do it. And then it has its original Prometheus humidity packs too. So humidity things, humidifiers. But those are like foam. I don't like the foam. Once I bring it up, I'm just gonna get rid of him and put Bovida in there. That's it.
No, you know what's nice about Bovida is there's really no chance for mold.
Yeah. Bovida is guaranteed, bro. Bovida, you can go on a vacation and not to worry about it.
No. No, and all cigars are in cellophane, so they're not going to drink too fast or release too fast. You know what I'm saying, though? So.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, copy the edition limitada band. Yeah, that's pretty much that's what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the cigars use this band these days.
Well, you know why he got sued by Monte Cristo? Look, show the band again. Look at the band.
Yeah, it's like edition limitada.
No, the brown band. Look at the brown band.
Oh, the top brown band. Yeah, it kind of looked
No,
like
no,
Monte Cristo.
no. Look at this. No, it supposedly he put it upside down. It looks like the Monte Cristo.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Well, not on that one. There's enough. Maybe that one's like he took the Monte Cristo. You know, what's it called? You know, the floor deal. You don't want the Tatuai. I thought he's the French.
okay, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, the symbol.
He changed it after that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, the band is like a lot of cigars use those band now.
Yeah. I don't have Monte Cristo on me to show, but you know the Monte Cristo symbol, you know.
My 300 humidor is seasoning right now with those two. Yeah.
Yeah, Mel Diaz did the Cuban thing too. Well, you
Yeah,
understand.
Johnny, I don't have any more room, bro.
Johnson used to smoke a lot of old school Cubans. He said he used to sell them, like back before the internet. He would buy them and flip them. Did you know that?
Who?
Pete Johnson. Before Tatuai, he used to work at a cigar shop, and
Oh,
he said he personally used to buy Cubans, like sell Cubans, like himself, like flip them. You know.
Dude, I gotta switch the place of this camera. It's not working. Looks like.
What's interesting, Sacco, is when I left, the cigar didn't go out. So that's a good sign for a cigar.
That means the cigar is in a perfect smoking condition.
Yeah, but it also means that you don't have to smoke it that fast. You can take your time.
Yeah, I smoke fast, but regardless, I always smoke fast, especially when I like the cigar.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back in my normal spot right here.
When are you going to smoke the Big B?
When it's ready. I don't know. It's in the dry box.
I think you should smoke it when I go to New. Well, no, I don't know. When I go to New York with Gio.
Well, that's I'll smoke another one.
Yeah.
That's 15 days from now, or 16 days. You always put this 451. What that means, man? Why do people always use this 451?
Because Gio is 4-5.
Oh,
So
the watermelon is the same like yesterday. I don't hear the
yeah, I
crunch
think
when you
Gio's
bite
a
into
little.
it. Oh well,
So,
that'll be that.
so
That'll
what do
be
you think?
funny.
Who's going to win? Gio versus Big D. What's going to happen?
What are you gonna go? What are you guys gonna play? Ping pong or chess?
That'd be funny. If me and him we get into it and we just do Monopoly, you know what I'm saying?
Where are you guys gonna hang out? Like at Gio's place downstairs?
Yeah, yeah. We're just gonna sleep in the same bed and talk about cigars. We're gonna do it.
Richie would be going like to that fruit shop every couple of minutes. Like every 10 minutes, Richie goes to the fruit shop and buys grapes, and then back.
We're gonna shower, get fresh, go get fresh food.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I hope Gio will be in town to meet and greet you. You know, and then otherwise you go to LaGuardia and then that's it.
Well, he says when I get there, he's only gonna give me mid tier. That's what he said.
Well, for Geo mid tier is like $18-20 cigars. He's gonna give you Peugeot 64.
Listen, I don't care. I'm not. I don't expect anything. But if you have a friend
But
come,
Geo never flexes with Peugeots. I don't think Geo has Peugeots. Geo doesn't like Peugeots.
the drones are great. You know what I'm saying? No.
I never seen a Geo's Peugeot flex. He always flexes with the Davidoff Royal and stuff.
Magic of life is to smoke your best shit, no matter what. So he hasn't learned that yet. So it is what it is. When I come there, if we don't smoke the best shit, then I know he's not ready for the best life.
Coiba Makassar, bro, that's a good cigar. Like, that is a good cigar.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a great cigar.
Yeah, that is a great cigar.
And the box on that is like the premium.
It's Makassar wood. Yeah, it's the same. It looks like the BBMFs.
Yeah.
The boxes look. I mean, I bought a box a long time ago, and I still have it. Like, those are classic by now.
Yeah.
Probably from 2017.
Yeah.
Nobody keeps those Koibas for that long.
No, they smoke them. They smoke them. Yeah. I think me and Gio, we're gonna smoke White Owl. We're gonna go to 7-Eleven and get some White Owl. Dutch Master.
The muscles. Well, I mean, yeah, yeah. He'll definitely give you rare pink.
Yeah, we're gonna smoke rare corn. Backwards. Yeah, Josh, and we're gonna get some chicken nuggets.
Now, if you go visit Josh in Arizona, now that's a different story.
Oh yeah.
And then Richie, like, will come back like 15, 20 pounds heavier.
We
With burned out pallet.
yeah, right.
Cuba.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot Glocks and we're gonna
Yeah. Headlocks. Josh's headlocks.
yeah.
Make sure you use a Glock only, bro.
Josh, you're gonna have to start eating prunes. Come on, Josh. You gotta eat prunes a long
Well,
time.
those hand loads is they're not even like super plus P forever. There is no
No,
word for that. That's like
he probably put a double charge of powder, or he set
yeah.
the
That's
if you set the bullet down too deep, you understand that it makes a higher pressure just for the bullet set. You know what I'm talking about, setback.
right. Yeah.
So, or if he's
Yeah,
just
but the press is always does the same thing. It's up to you just on the powder how much you put, and if you like, if you put a powder and then take a puff and then revisit what you're doing. I don't even understand how is that safe. You're smoking a cigar next to the powder, Josh.
not safe.
That's dangerous, bro. Yeah,
No, you shouldn't be reloading ammo and smoking anything.
yeah. You shouldn't have anything that can cause fire.
No,
That's dangerous. But
yeah,
yeah,
that's dangerous.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not gangster, Josh.
Gastar. Uh-huh.
It's not. It's not gangster. It's not gangster.
That's dangerous, dude.
Yeah.
They're not hot. Yeah, very hot. Double.
My God.
Yeah. Damn. See, I always drop my ash. Richie is good. You know when the ash is gonna fall.
Yeah, generally speaking, I'm pretty good at it. I don't know.
Yeah, I always drop mine.
I don't know.
So this is like 70% of darkness.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's enjoyable cigar. Yeah. I
No,
mean.
guys are good. That's why are good.
Hmm.
But yeah,
So I was asking you what time is your flight because my connecting flight might have been the same one, but that was too long, man.
that's a long flight.
That's a long flight, and then one stop.
That's a long flight. Yeah, we all crashed at Gio's house.
How how uh, how, how long is from your place? Like
45
3
minutes.
hours, 2 hours?
3:45.
How much? 3 4. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's not
Normally,
bad though.
normally, sometimes when I go to New York, sometimes I get there 3 hours. I got there one time 3 hours, like 20 minutes, like even less, almost 3 hours 10. It depends how full the plane is.
Yeah, or maybe you get a tailwind,
Yeah, yeah.
and then that helps too.
That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Yeah. What's your plan for the weekend? Just chilling out?
No, we have a. My wife apparently so Saturday may decided to do a pool party, so we're gonna have our friends over and
Yeah. Not bad.
and then eat, drink, swim.
That's a good
That's
time.
it. Smoke cigars.
Yeah. That's not a bad deal. Are you
Yeah.
gonna Are you gonna open up the Fuente box for everyone or not?
No, dude. You know, the friends they come to my house, like they're not like
Yeah, they don't.
cigar.
I
I,
make it.
I like I'll they'll smoke whatever I give them,
Yeah.
right? So
Wouldn't know the difference between Quorum or Davidoff. They'd be like,
yeah, it's interesting though, right? I, I love cigars so much, but my buddies, they don't even care
yeah,
about
and most
cigars.
people they smoke like 5 minutes and they put it down.
Yeah, and but like there are a lot of people I give cigars, but they never give you a cigar. Like you go someplace, and then I always take my travel humidor with me. No matter where I go, it's with me. And then the people come at you and I start smoking. They comment, I'm a cigar aficionado, this and that. I say, okay, where is your cigars? How come you're a cigar aficionado? You smoke cigars and you didn't bring any cigars with you? Like, what the fuck? You're coming to party without cigars?
Yeah.
So then what you're gonna do? You're gonna give them a cigar. So I always have like few mid-tier sticks in my thing to give away.
Yeah, give them Antano. That's fine with that.
Yeah,
That's
this
fine.
one friend I have, bro. This guy, he loves cigars. Okay, but he smokes anything. Like anything you give him, he's gonna enjoy it. So it doesn't matter. You give him an Opus or you give him Cortado, let's say. Uh, I mean, this guy was enjoying. We were in Cabo together, and he bought he bought on the beach, 5 pack for $25, Cuban coibas. Dude, I said there's garbage in there. Don't freaking smoke. No, man. You know how good this I taste? Like I love this. I said, okay, man.
Cuban.
You know.
That's amazing. On the mind is that people believe something's good.
And he was buying. Like we stayed there for a week. He was buying every 2 days. He was buying a 5 pack from the beach.
Wow.
Well, we went together to with the guys. We went to Habano's lounge there in Cabo. So one cigar was like $100. You know, they're not cheap. Even in Mexico, they're not cheap. The Cubans. That I got me a Bolivar Reserva, and it was $100. He goes, "You gonna spend $100 on a cigar?" I said, I want to try it anyway. So
So you're not getting Cubans for $5 in Cuban.
yeah, yeah. He said, "Man, this cigar, the same cigar, it was the beach is $5 each." It's 1997. Yeah, that's about the same time I got into cigars. Well, I can I knew cigars when I was in Armenia, but they weren't like rarely available, And in Armenia, there only were Cubans. Back in those days, especially, it was only Cuban.
And did you have a lot of selection?
No, bro, no. You couldn't go and buy it per se. It was for tourists. It was inside of the hotel. The shop was inside of the hotel. They said sold cigars, and that was it. There were no lounges, no nothing, no cigars, basically. No.
Yeah.
And then when I came to US, 1996, then I really started smoking cigars. So Rocky Patel's, dude. I
Started
remember.
smoking about the same time me, but the opposite. Like we're 10 years apart. So I started smoking around 2006. So when I was in my early 20s, and I think I really got into it when I got married. Like really started smoking a lot, and then when I got divorced, that was totally committed. 2011, I totally became hanging out in lounges.
Yeah, my first humidor when I first went to Vegas in 1996 when I just came, it was maybe like about 3-4 months later. So I bought my first Prometheus humidor back then. It was $500.
You still have it?
I still have it, but it got warped because I seasoned it. Let me show you. It's upstairs. It's in my office and empty.
So you can't trust it no more.
Huh?
You can't use it no more.
No, I don't think so. No, the lid is warped. I was like 26 years. That's a long time for a wood humidor. I mean, if you keep it in a right conditions, not to let it dry. But here, so that's my office, Tony Montana. I used to smoke here, but then again, I always move.
Yeah, it's a nice office. Good security.
Here now he's just holding some stuff. But yeah, this is like back in the day, Prometheus, 26 years ago. But it's not closing.
It should have like
Huh?
it should have a sound like a suction noise when you close it.
Yeah, it doesn't have it because where now is dry. There is no humidification in there. Now it's dry, but I mean this is walnut veneer on top of it in a cedar. So what happened is I seasoned it because I listened to some people and then I seasoned it and That's when it happened. But anyway, yeah. So that's that. That's a balcony right here. And that's the valley down there.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a view from a balcony.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. Like during the daytime you can see the whole thing.
That's. You ever smoke up there?
Yeah, I used to. But I don't sit in one place, dude. I always move, so I always move around. I can't just sit and be still. Unlike Richie. Richie can sit for 5 hours.
It depends. It depends if it's.
So for a airplane ticket, you're buying one.
What do you mean?
Like big people, they have to buy 2 seats.
How big do you think I am? I can't fit in the chair.
How big you have to be?
Are you talking shit to Richie or something like that? You got a bad connection. Yeah.
Richie,
Yeah, you got a bad connection.
we're losing you.
Why, you think
Is it
my
me?
skull is that tremendous?
No. So where they start charging like double seats?
What's that?
When they start charging double seat?
I don't know.
Yeah, you know that. Yeah, if with big people, sometimes you don't have enough room.
No. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gio said you're talking shit now. He said. That's it. That's it. I think you're gonna have to come down to New York now. It's gonna be a WWF super match.
Dude, Denver is fine. I can get to Denver. Like I yeah, Denver is even better because there's this company Jet Suite X.
Yeah, they go to Rocky Mountain. Right?
It's like a private.
They go to
Huh?
Rocky Mountain Regional, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
The airport where we used to we live before this, the airport was right there. So are you? Where is airport? Are you still far from airport or?
Well, no, I'm like 25 minutes from Denver, but Rocky Mountain is right there. Like
Yeah, that's where it lands.
three.
Jet Suite X, you don't even pass through TSA, boy. You just take your bag and you can take anything with you, and then go in a plane and sit and go.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't pass through JSA, but I mean through TSA. It's like 30 people jet. It's like a private flight, man. That's what it is.
Metal detectors, nothing.
No metal detectors, no nothing. You just walk in there, and then there is no luggage check-in or whatever. The plane is right there. They take it off of your hand and load it in a plane.
Wow. Like
Yeah.
these
You go to the hangar. Yeah, it's a hangar. The hangar. They turn it into the like waiting area, whatever. Check in. Yeah. So that's how I go to Vegas.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
very.
I try to look up flights from here, but I didn't. I don't know what website is for this airport.
Oh, it's JSX. You gotta put JSX.
JSX.
JSX is the the name of the name of the company. Thank you, DL.
So they don't do.
Yeah, during the daytime you can see during 4th of July. I don't have to go anywhere from my balcony. All that valley is doing fireworks.
Yeah.
So like fireworks is right off of my balcony. There's the San Fernando Valley down there.
Interesting. Yeah, I know. I mean, one day I'd like to fly out of there to see. It's probably a little more money, but it's cheaper. You don't have to get an Uber. You don't have to worry about security. Because last time security was like almost 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's bullshit. I mean, bro, they have to change the way people travel. It's already like that security shit is too outdated.
Well, I'll never do JFK again. LaGuardia was better. Denver's good, but last time they had only 2 metal detectors open, Dude, the line was 2 hours long.
Yeah, it's dude. I don't mind the flight, but that hustle, the airport hustle, especially LAX, is so freaking busy, man. No matter what time you go, it's like shitload of people. Yes, but I have a pre-check though, TSA pre-check, but still,
Yeah.
if I'm traveling alone, if let's say you're traveling with the companion and they don't have TSA pre-check, is the same shit. You pass the TSA and wait for them.
I only did LAX one time, but I was in the service, and we were going to Iraq, so I was in LAX with an M16.
Well, that was a long time ago. They
Yeah.
did a lot of construction.
They were. We went from California, and they drove us to an Air Force base, and then they flew us to L.A. In L.A., we took this. It was a flight only for people going to Iraq. Where we landed in Maine first, and we had to switch planes to get in Maine.
Yeah,
But they had a special section because we all went to the airport with M16s.
with the people there.
Yeah, no, we couldn't. We were in uniform, but we couldn't check it in. It was just
Yeah.
So that was a little different. So that was fun.
Now I'm married to Tattoo.
Nice.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, when it gets to the airport, you don't go through TSA again. It just lands, and then at the tarmac, you just get out and catch your ride and go. That's it. You can't even get a limo to come to the airplane.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's a flex.
that's a flex. Yeah, and they like give you like drink after drink after drink in the plane. They want to make sure you're drunk by the time you get to your destination.
The drinks are free, or you have to buy them.
No, if it's free, it's included.
Oh,
They give you like bottles, the small bottles. Yeah,
wow.
they just give you bottles.
Yeah, Gio, you didn't know that, Gio? If you ask for a wheelchair, yeah, they cut the
Yeah,
line.
you cut the line. Yeah, you can in a wheelchair. Yeah,
You know what they
yeah,
call that?
definitely.
When people fly from New York to Florida, they call that the miracle because everyone goes in from New York to Florida. They're in a wheelchair, and then when they land in Florida, they run out. Oh, they're healed. They're back.
They hear.
Well, at the
Yeah, yeah, definitely, dude.
yeah.
Well, some people just love to use the wheelchair, but my father-in-law, I mean, he was like last time we traveled, he was having a hard time to walk, especially fast from flight to flight. And I was telling him, dude, you're an old man, you're disabled man, you need a wheelchair. No, I can walk. I don't need a wheelchair. Oh damn! I mean, I say, look, you sit on a wheelchair and we can cut the lines everywhere and get to our destination fast.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, I don't need a wheelchair.
Uh,
So
this is what it is.
it is what it is, man.
This Milano V and Robusto, I'm going to give it a 4.6. Solid, beautiful cigar, very delicious, pretty strong. I like the Milano V. Do you like it or no?
I haven't smoked it for a long time, but yeah, I like it.
It's
I mean, yeah,
it's a
it's a nice cigar.
It's a great cigar, and you can get them at the store for like $12, $13. Online, you can get them a stupid price. You can get them for a really good
Yeah,
price.
I used to smoke them a lot, bro. I used to smoke. Okay, so Melanios and then RPs, Avos, Rocky Patel. What was it? 1992 vintage. That was my favorite.
That was good back in the day. I'm not sure if they.
I haven't smoked that for over 10 years, bro. Like,
I I'd
long
have to
time.
do it just to see if it's still enjoyable.
No, once I discovered like Davidoff and Opus and all that, I said like, okay, forget it. Well,
So
the Opus was not available all the time, and like they're too much. So I just, I got to Byron's and Outer Bays and the Davidoffs. So,
well, Davidoff's are pretty available. Their main stuff is
they're always available. Even during the COVID, when the Padron was like everything was on a back order, Davidoffs were available always, man.
I think the best Avo is that I like the Cinco Nicaragua. The Cinco Nicaragua is one of the strong.
Cinco Nicaragua is good. EXO was good. And then the seasons I haven't tried. I have one, but I haven't tried it yet. I heard that those were good.
But it was too mild. The one I had was too mild. Um, but I haven't smoked Avo in a long time. What was the one they called the forgot the Avo forgot? What was it called? there was the Synchro and the other one. It started with the F, right?
I mean, there is the classic. There is the 30-year one. Well, there are so many. I mean, there are so many. I can. You know, we were discussing the one tube, like a square tube,
It has red and blue on it. Yeah.
red and blue. Yeah, some like that. Yeah, those were really good. I
Yeah.
think those were Nicaraguan too.
Yeah, that's the Synchro. The Synchro Nicaragua was good. That was a good cigar.
That's a good cigar. Yeah,
I
yeah, that
don't.
was a
I
solid
don't.
cigar.
The Avo Fugazi. That's what it was. Yeah. I don't see Avo anymore at the stores. Nobody has Avo.
Well, nobody buys them. I mean, people don't buy them.
I.
Here they have it because Armenians smoke avo.
Yeah. Good.
Most of the Armenians here, when I mean smoke, they smoke avo. And avo makes some like big ring gauges too.
Yeah. No, Camachos are not cheap Davidoffs. Camachos are their own stuff. Some of the Camachos are good, but Camacho, there's nothing in common. I will say this: Camacho great construction because of the quality. But listen, there's some cheap Camachos that are okay. There's some pretty good Camachos that are around $10, $12. But the Camacho has some higher end stuff that are really good. But you know, I don't want I don't want to spend $25 on Camacho. I'd rather just
Damn,
buy.
that Master Blend 3, it's a I mean strong cigar.
It's a very young cigar too. It's very
Yeah,
young.
I bought a box one time, and every time I smoked one, I had a heartburn.
It's if you were looking for a very robust, dirty, young,
Dirty, yeah, that's what it was. Dirty,
yeah. If you like that, you're gonna have a great
like
time.
burning your tongue dirty.
Yeah, it's
This thing I can't even retro it right now. It's so
so
uh,
strong.
yeah, it's like eating wasabi.
You know, Tatuai is a brand that I don't hate. I do enjoy some of them, but I don't smoke a lot of Tatuai. I don't.
Yeah, for this I rather smoke than Lab Le Bijou, my father. So
Yeah, I would always. I'll say that. Except the monster stuff. Do you ever have the monster stuff? The small ones.
mm-mm.
Those are good. Those are
on
good.
on what is that on Tatuaje?
Yeah, the monster series. Those are good.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, no. This is
But
probably my third Tatuaje. I bought two, and they were like too wet when I tried to smoke. One I smoked right the same day when I bought from the rainforest.
but which one you like? You never had the Tatuaje broadleaf.
So that one didn't work, didn't burn, didn't perform at all. Notorious.
Who said?
What happened? Is Notorious here?
Someone just said the name.
Yeah, Gio did. No,
I don't understand. I'm confused. Um, well, I know Notorious liked them. I think.
Gio wishing him well.
Yeah, I'm confused. What are you talking about? I'm confused.
Yeah, me too.
Here? I'm so confused.
Notorious.
He just said Notorious. I'm confused.
No, oh, okay, I don't know because you said Le Bijou. Oh, okay.
Brazil.
Oh, yeah, Le Bijou. Yeah, Notorious loved the Le Bijou and Milanio V.
No, but he also liked the other
La
my
Promesa.
Promesa is a good cigar.
He liked that one.
Yeah, I would rather have my father over Tatuai. Um, and
Because he said, we'll give you heartburn. Then I'm like, yeah, I'll smoke it now.
uh,
Dude, yeah. That cigar, but make sure you let it dry. Yeah, you let it dry. Dry box him.
yeah, yeah, but I think if you could age a Master Blend 3 for 2 years, I think
Jeremy, good night, brother.
if you let Master Blend sit for 2 years, I think it would help it out. You know, because it's really a young cigar. That's why the price is so low. You know,
Yeah.
it's a young cigar. The Milano B Maduro superior, and they're not that
I
expensive.
just back then I was buying cigars like I mean by the band, how the band looked. Well, if you don't know the cigars, that's what you go
But
for.
that's the journey, Sacco. You know, it's part of the
Yeah, the bands and that Master Blend 3 has a beautiful box. You know, have a beautiful presentation.
yeah. No, the Saison is even like cheaper. It's a very affordable cigar. It's good, but it definitely needs more time. You know, you're getting younger tobacco, and that's why you get a better price. There's different tiers of every brand, and so you have like Saison, you have Master Blends 3, then you have the V, then you have the Milano V's, all of them, top stuff like Milano V Maduro, etc. That's the top
Right.
stuff.
So Milano's top stuff. What is it? The Milano V. That's the top. Oliva.
Milano V Maduro, and then they have
Yeah.
different. That's their top end. That's it.
Yeah, they never came up with nothing, man. Throughout this year,
I mean, I wish they would, but no.
nothing. Like every company is at least got
Here, they
one
came out with
something
one.
out, you know.
It's $300 a cigar. They went from Milano V, $10, $12.
Oh, that's the new one you said.
Who's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
buy
yeah.
that? $3,000.
I don't know, like gold. You're buying it. You're buying it for gold, or you're buying it for a cigar, dude.
That's a stupid cigar. I don't care how good it is. $300 for Milano. Not even Padron's doing $300 cigar. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. I mean, just because of gold.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, for a cigar, dude. Yeah, for a cigar, you don't want to. I mean,
How good could any company make a good $300 cigar? That's ridiculous.
yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's not going to sell. That's not going to sell.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but when people smoke Oliva, they're getting quality cigars, and there's no gouging.
Yeah, but Oliva is not a high end cigar by itself for you to like. Let's say, okay, Davidoff is a high end cigar, and they have the Oro Blanco, right, which is like $500. Well, people still buy them, you know, or
Yeah.
or take the Royal Release, $120, $130.
130
People
bucks.
buy them, but
Yeah.
Oliva, like from nowhere, you come to 300.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. That's just stupid.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Like the Epicureos, that Aura is $1,000 for 12 cigars. It's like $78 per cigar. But
That you're buying for the rarity, the variety, and
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just the presentation. Even like when the firm went one of the stores, and then there was a sign on it that it comes as a set. They don't sell it singles.
yeah, but that's still not 300. 300 is ridiculous.
No, it's ridiculous, dude. 300 is more than anything.
Yeah, it's good.
300 is more than Behike 56. I mean, come on, dude.
They really, that would be like Hyundai trying to make a Ferrari. You're like,
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, yeah, that's ridiculous,
so
dude. I mean, no matter what that cigar is, it's not going to be 300. Nobody's going to pay 300.
has been making the same cigars, great quality. I consider like the Milano will be like upper mid tier cigars, like great cigars, really high value, $12, $13, and they
That's
go.
understandable. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
But,
but
that's a big jump, though. I mean, 50, 70, let's say something like that first, and then 300 maybe. But right off the bat, you take in $300 cigar. Who's going to buy it?
Somebody will, but that's a stupid cigar. And then who's gonna buy it and want to smoke it? The gold
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
I smoked the 135, 35th backwards. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, that's just a regular V. That's a good cigar, but it wasn't special. It didn't make any sense.
This is done.
Yeah,
That's
mine's
it.
done too.
Getting bitter.
That's it. Well,
I bet.
I'm gonna get to bed early tonight, Sacco. So Richie's gonna get.
Gio, you don't need to have a Melania ball.
Richie has feelings too,
Yeah.
Richie has feelings.
Yeah.
I got to throw all this shit. Are you gonna be around tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday night. Who's gonna be? What are we smoking tomorrow night?
Tomorrow is Friday. I don't know yet, but I don't know by the end of the evening. If people don't call and come up with shit, then yeah, I have no plans for now.
Yeah. Tomorrow
There's
night.
always something comes up.
But
See, that's why I love California, Los Angeles, especially where we live, because the friends, and then the restaurants, the music. We always just go somewhere and do something.
going out. You're going out tomorrow night.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's what it is.
So I'm gonna have the lounge tomorrow night, and we'll go later tomorrow night. But I'm gonna get to bed early. I need to get some sleep. I had a long day, so
Take care of yourself, Richie.
I'll see you guys around. All right.
All right, brother. All right.
Ciao.
Well wishes.
All right. Take care, brother.
Good night. Good night, Range Gang.
Good night.